TV right now, and we heard it from Mr. Del Valle. Kayong mga TNT, huwag kayong matakot, you know. Maybe, you know, if they all give their names, you will help them probably. Maybe next thing you know, some money will go to legalizing the TNTs. Who knows?
That's correct. One of the purpose of the money is that we call this is the basis for grants, you know, and all it takes is for the community or the leadership within, particularly, I'm encouraging the Filipino community to be creative enough to be able to use funding and money, and one of those that we can do is, you know, to be able to get grants for specific purposes, specific projects, and the grants would be based on why should the census will say why should we give that grant? Well, because according to the census count, there are this many Filipinos here in this area, and we don't have a community center, we don't have this, we don't have this. So you know, and that this opens up a whole new world for the community. Now that there is an awareness, we really wanted to help. And there's a lot of you know, hanging fruits that we can harvest out of, you know, participating with the census.
All right. Well, thank you very much. And I think we have talked about something very important, and my audience right here, I'm sure out of what they heard, we'll just pause you for a while because I'm sure some of them will have a question, if you don't mind.
Sure, no problem at all.
Well, we want to thank Uncle Ness for the wonderful interview, and it was really great to have Ruben here at our studio, and it was interesting to learn that the Census Bureau is one of the highest employers in the nation with over 1.4 million employees. So that was quite the tidbit and helpful information from Mr. Del Valle. And now we have some community members who had some questions when we had met Ruben. So let's watch in on some of the questions that our community leaders had chosen for him. Let's watch.
But my question is, number one, what are the strategies that you have brought in for us so that we could educate how critical this census is for the community as well?
Oh, that's a very good question. We have in the Census Bureau a whole world of strategies in being able to reach out. This includes the following. Hiring, we hired about, for the whole of our region, about 500 what we call public relations officers. These public relations officers are people who are well respected in the community. They have great experiences, and they are outreaching to the various sectors of the community, whether it's business, community associations, schools, all of those. So that's their primary job. Second is that we are what we call undertaking a massive effort for the public-private sectors to come together. And this is on the concept of what we call complete count committees. And the purpose of this is like for the state government and the city government and other agencies, that they form their own structure for assisting the Census Bureau in reaching out to their own organizations and to their own areas of responsibility. That's another one. The third one is we are relying on our relationships with the associations, community associations in particular, and that's very, very important for us. We are relying on our partnership with them, and with that, we are really hoping that there will be a joint effort to outreach to each and every person of the particular community. On the effort that we're doing on the community level, we know that this takes also some time and effort individually for those who will be participating on a public-private sector. We have some special programs and some fundings available to assist in that effort. This may not be a big money, but at least there's some available funding to help push the program in the form of like events,